was 17, I was living in Washington, and there was a pizza shop across from my house. And it was like all these Muslim dudes that worked in there. And I used to go in there and crack jokes. And I also like.
I'm reading about you being Muslim, and they referenced something that I was fascinated.
Hello everyone, you're welcome. My name is Bukobi. So this man named Dave Chappelle, he actually found Islam, converted into Islam when he went to a pizza shop. Let's hear how it all happened, guys.
You're a Muslim?
I am.
When did you become Muslim?
When I was 17.
What were the circumstances?
I don't know, it was like believing in God and stuff. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I should preface this by saying it's not like I'm good at it. When I was 17, I was living in Washington, and there was a pizza shop across from my house. And it was like all these Muslim dudes that worked in there. And I used to go in there and crack jokes. And I was a naturally curious guy, and I would ask him questions about his religion. And the guy was so passionate about it, it was very compelling. I like the perspective of it, and I think these things informed my decision that I wanted to have a meaningful life, a spiritual life.
I'm reading about you being Muslim, and they referenced something that I was fascinated by, the Well of Zamzam.
There's a well called Zamzam in Saudi Arabia.
And the myth goes that a family walking through this desert, dying of thirst. And this endless well presents itself. You and I could go see it.
Right, so I could go see it. You'd probably have to make some phone calls.
Have you been there?
I have.
It's only welcome to Muslims. It's not a tourist location.
No, nor should it be. The man is the Prophet Abraham and his wife. The word Zamzam, you guys speak Arabic, literally means stop, stop, because when it was commanded that this well would appear, the water gushed forth so much that the wife screams, stop, stop, because it was so overwhelming. And they say that it's an inexhaustible well. Mm-hmm. The thing that comforts me about it is the idea that all of this is from a singular source, that this source is ultimately kind, and even though we may not understand the intentions of this source, we're all connected and bounded by it. You know, like Islam, as it's been presented in the public space, is such a narrow and dismissive view of a religious belief. It's a beautiful religion, like a beautiful religion. And the ideas in that religion are reflected in all the major Abrahamic faiths. You'll see these ideas in Christianity or Judaism, you know. But the idea is that this place does mean something. It's a place where you come to learn, where you come to know. You get here knowing nothing, you get a head full of shit, and then you go on.
When the current president says, you know what, we're going to look into keeping Muslims out of this country, how does that make you feel when that happens?
You don't expect necessarily that much empathy or compassion or cultural astuteness from a guy like that. What you're sad about is that the chair doesn't have more humanity in it. But has that chair ever been that humane? When Biden called Trump the first racist president ever, well, clearly that's not true. So how do I feel when I hear a white person say some stupid shit?
Oh wow, this is really interesting. But it's so amazing that the man loves to go to the pizza joint, and he noticed that there are a group of Muslims that actually work there. Sometimes they go there to crack jokes, and I think through that, maybe through his association with people there, or through his association with the workers, you know, maybe he got to learn about Islam, and from there he got the interest, and he was like, wow, something might actually draw him closer to Islam that made him convert. Because he didn't actually say the complete story, because the interviewer did not even allow him to break it down. Maybe this is just a short video of it, unless I try and look for the full video of him talking about it, but maybe that video might be long. I cannot react to 1 hour video, guys. It might be long. Maybe that's why this person just cut it short. And I've been hearing of Zamzam water, and I never understood what it meant, even though I've reacted to a video of it. But this little explanation they spoke about made me understand that Zamzam is a secret, like it's a sacred place. It's a sacred, like it's a place that is sacred. Like nobody, not anybody can just go there. You go there because they said it's at Saudi Arabia, and Thought happened that there's a group of people that were passing through that place and there was no water. All of a sudden, something happened and water started gushing out and everything. And that's how this Zamzam water came about. And the interviewer was like, oh, we need to go there. And I was happy that the man, the interviewer was like, oh, I've been there before. This is really beautiful. I love the way they were actually interacting. And you could see that this man, Dave, he has knowledge about Islam. He knows what he's saying. He knows stuff's ready. He's already into the religion, and it's beautiful. Like, I just wish he was able to tell us how it happened, like the full story of what went wrong. What happened. How were they able to convince him? How was he able to be convinced that okay, or able to know that he's actually ready to convert to Islam? He's actually ready to accept Islam. And so, but this is really interesting to watch. Like, amazing. I've learned something new today about the Zamzam water, and I'm super excited for this. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash and subscribe for more. Like, share, comment. I'll see you in the next one.